Okay, I can tell right off that right behind there, if you notice right there at the bottom of that fascia board they got there, or trim piece, it's really dark on the bottom side of it right there. Well, the reason for that is because there's a ton of water going behind it, and it's coming out right there. And actually, that white piece of trim right there is going behind it, and this whole wall back here is getting wet. Now, that's my opinion right now. Let me see what I find out if I peel some siding off. The whole wall is soaking wet. Oh my Lord. Same thing, I found this at Miss Whitehead's house, and the trailer manufacturers ended up having to come back here and they literally ripped off the whole side of their trailer from one end to the other. I'll send you a website, which, I'll send you a place where you can go to find out what to do about this. But it's soaking wet back there, really, really bad. Watch this. The whole, this is something that's gonna, oh my God, mold and wet. I mean, that's supposed to be yellow plywood and it's soaking wet. This is an insurance situation. I'll send the insurance company my video, my findings. I'll fix that back on this place. I'm sure I'm going to find the same thing down here. Man, that means water's running behind the electrical box. Let's see if that's happening. Well, they got tieback on this wall. I can't see behind it. They didn't tie back down there. Tieback's the white paper. It's supposed to be there everywhere. I can't tell what's going on behind this one without cutting the tieback. But it's my guess. They didn't even run tieback up there on the other end. But this end they did. But I tell you, I think water's going behind all of this. This is a big time. You want to get your insurance in here on this. Oh, and that's another spot right there. It's pouring down there. See what it looks like back here. Oh yeah, soaking wet. Soaking wet. You can send this video. Yeah, it's supposed to look yellow like that. That's all soaking wet. So you need to get this to your insurance company. And I'll send you a letter. What's going on? So it can be verified. Water's coming under your shingles because of a manufacturer defect. They ran the piece of trim too high, which created a little concave area on the roof, and all the water's going into that concave down the wall. Oh, we're on Trout Street here in Supply, and ran across this problem several times on these single wide shingled mobile homes. What they do is they get their fascia board out here. This is the fascia board, and what this does is it comes up a little bit too high, and if you notice right down through there, what it creates is a dip in the roof. So where you had these shingles replaced before and fixed, I'm not sure exactly how they did it underneath. But the reason why it leaked is because water was going in between the seams of the shingles and sitting in that little trough. Well, I noticed that you have that going on quite a bit down through this roof, that trough. Now this is a manufacturer's defect, and I've seen it happen before. What happens is the water goes in behind this wall and down behind the siding right here, and creates a lot of trouble. Miss Whitehead in Wilmington had the same situation going on, and unless there's peeling stick under here, there's no way that's going to stop. Even when we've had it fixed before, there's just a big trough right here. This is a trough, and water goes in, sits in here, and then goes in at the seams, and you can see where it comes out right down through here underneath the siding. It comes out right in here, in this area, excuse me, and it's creating the lines down there. So yeah, she's got it, same thing going on. This fascia's too high for the shingles. The water's going in the wall. I'm surprised it's not going all around these windows. Yep. Same thing. It's got a big dip right here where the water goes like this. So in other words, the water's coming downhill and then it has to go uphill to get off the roof. So any water that sits between here and here is going to sit in here, and then as soon as it finds its way to the break in the shingle, because they're only every 3 feet there's a break, the water's going to go straight into the house. So that's the situation here. And the pipe boots are all good. Pipe boots are good. They've been taken care of. The leak probably wasn't there to start with. it was because of the trough that they created here, and somebody's come down through here and caulked the heck out of it. And the repair wasn't done right. They just kind of overlapped it right here a bunch. They ran a shingle over a shingle and kind of overlapped it. That's jury rigged. It's not right. It really needs to be fixed properly. In order to fix this roof properly, I would have to at least, because the rest of this roof does look fairly good, and if it's not leaking anywhere in the main part of the house and down here in the edges, would be to take this bottom edge off for 3 feet from one end all the way to the other, put peeling stick down to that and to the outside drip edge. Stick the peeling stick right down to that white drip edge right here. Right here, there's some white drip edge. Stick it to that so that all the water goes out. But right now you can see that's soaking wet under there. The water's just sitting. It's really wet. So I'm going to give you a figure for taking out 3 feet of this. But I don't know how old the trailer is, but this very well could be something that you could go back to the manufacturer or maybe your insurance company and show them what the situation is. It's in my opinion that the water's going behind the siding, and if I peeled off some of that siding down here, anywhere in these areas, it would be wet. Probably buckling and soft. But that's my findings. See, I notice this side, I don't see that going on so much. Yeah, I don't see that going on where they got this addition over here, except for maybe they might run into a few problems right here, but they've got that, if they have this up there far enough, that metal, they'll be all right. This side looks pretty good. Yeah, this side does look good. Everything seems to be done properly, but the problem is them dips. I'm going to go take a look at the outside of the trailer and see if we can find out if water is getting behind the siding.